You're listening to Mississauga Music on CFRERadio.com or 91.9 FM if you're in town. Welcome back to the show. That was HD Stardom with Canilla. Today in studio we've got Chris and I forget your name already. Dustin. Chris and Dustin from VileDriver. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Hello, Mississauga.
Yeah. It's quite the intense band name you guys have going on there.
Oh, yeah. It says a lot, doesn't it?
It does. What is it?
I think.
What's that?
VileDriver? Yes.
Yeah. Where did the inspiration for the band name come from?
Where did it? You know, we put together probably 150 names into a hat and then just...
Picked one.
Yeah, kind of like that. We actually had to scratch out the ones that everybody hated the most.
Right,
so
of
in
course.
the end, we ended up with like 5, and then we just chose. Everybody chose the same one, and that was it. So it's nobody's favorite, but it ends up being our name. It's right in the middle.
Yeah. So before you guys got here, Chris and I were talking about Canada Day and what happened. What did you guys end up doing yesterday? Anything?
I went down to Dundas Square and checked out actually an R&B band that I really like to
What
see.
R&B band?
They're called St. Royals.
St. Royals? Cool.
Yeah, they played from 8 till 9, and they're 12-piece, like with the horn sections and keyboards and backup singers and lots of R&B. It's a fabulous band. I love them.
Very cool.
They play at the Drake quite often too on Monday nights. Yeah.
Cool. I live right at Square One, so I just go over to my balcony and I have a view of the stage at Celebration Square. And the Strumbellas played yesterday, which was great. I mean, if you're familiar with the Strumbellas, they're from I think Lindsay/Erin, Ontario, and they have a big song on the radio right now called Spirits, and it's on the charts and everything. And they just blew up over the last year, and so I guess they were booked for Celebration Square ahead of time, like from a year ago. So they played. It was great. There was probably, they say there's like 75,000 people at Celebration Square during Canada Day and during New Year's. So like my backyard was filled with people.
Oh, amazing.
And so I went over to my balcony, saw them play, and it was great. And usually at the end of every Canada Day, there's fireworks. And we waited, and there were no fireworks, and people just went home. So I was thinking, man, somebody at Celebration Square got fired yesterday because they forgot to flick the switch or something happened.
Yeah.
They advertised it, so I went online and I was like, maybe they decided to do without fireworks this year because they don't want to scare the small animals or birds or whatever, because that's a thing.
Yeah, I heard of other places that have a fireworks ban this year for some reason. I didn't know exactly why. I thought it was just because it was dry out. But
the thing is, I found out after the fact online. Apparently, they canceled it because there were winds. Like there was high winds.
Oh, there was.
And what happens at Celebration Square is that it's surrounded by condos. So every time, I've been there for 6 years, and every time there's fireworks, it's like right on top of the square. And if any one of those buildings were a little taller, I think like some of those fireworks would land on your window or your balcony. And sometimes it's a little too close for comfort, even for me. Like I'm on the 8th floor, and I just feel like I'm going to like get some flames like fall down on me. So apparently there were winds that were strong enough for them to cancel the entire fireworks portion. So that's a lot of money gone to waste. I don't know if you can store fireworks. Like, no, you can?
They should be able to.
Okay, cool. Just put it in the freezer. Yeah. Good luck with.
Mitch, the guy who plays drums in HD
Oh, why? Are they legal here? You can buy them.
We bought like bottle rockets and black cats and all those things.
Oh, right, the ones.
So
4th of July, like American fireworks stuff.
We filled the wheel wells of the car and snuck across the border. I still got all those fireworks in my closet.
Yeah, no smoking in that car.
You should have showed up yesterday at Celebration Square and, helped us party a little. Yeah. So, okay, back to Chris and Dustin. Yes, from VileDriver. How long have you guys been around? Give me a little history about your band real quick.
Yeah, VileDriver itself has been around, I guess, 6 years now, probably 5 to 6 years. Aaron and I, the drummer, we came from a band called Starring Janet Leigh. As you know Zaddy, of course, Mad Zaddy. Yep. Check him out, madzaddy.com. We just we carried on after Starring Janet Leigh, and in our own capacity, not doing any of the touring and stuff. Playing somewhere where we don't know anybody and there's only 5 people show up. Rather just play around here for our friends and our Mississauga friends, and Then Dustin showed up, I think, the winter of 2013, and he was the only guy that could really comprehend what we were doing, and just everything. He just grew and grew and grew, and now he's became one of my favorite singers. So. From here forward, we're going on with recording starting today in Hamilton. Yeah, my drummer's setting up in Hamilton at Poseidon Studios with Steve Haynes, who does sound for the Underground and Absinthe, two big metal clubs in Hamilton. So very excited for that. So stay tuned.
Awesome. Well, let's hear a song from you guys called Frightener.
Great.
Any insights on this song before we play it?
Well, in the beginning, it was actually called Slip Rip because the beginning it kind of sounded like a Slipknot rip off to me when it kicks into the verse, and so we called it Slip Rip for a long time, and then I don't know what else to tell you about it.
That's good. I'll tell something about Slipknot. Did you see Corey Taylor take the fall?
No, I never saw that. I heard he did.
It looked pretty bad.
He's injured now, and he can't bang his head anymore or something
like
that?
Well, he had spinal surgery, 3 weeks ago, or not too long ago, and apparently his movement was going to be very limited on stage. And they, I believe, played Atlanta a couple of days ago, and he was jumping onto this riser on stage, and he just slipped, and he fell, and everybody came, picked him up, the band stopped playing. It wasn't like, let's just go on. And the mask he had on was full of grimace too, so it looked extra intense because you see this guy getting up from falling down, and the mask and stuff. You got to see it.
Yeah.
I wish him all the best, but
yeah. Hey, it's fun to slip, not.
Well done. Here's Frightener from VileDriver. We're back on Mississauga Music with Chris and Dustin from VileDriver. Now, let me ask you guys, your opinion about the local scene, the Mississauga music scene, to be specific. You guys are local for the most part, and you've lived in Mississauga for a while, I'm hoping. And what would your thoughts be on where the scene was, where it is right now, and maybe where it's headed and what you'd like to see? You know, and just music in general, maybe not specific to metal or a particular genre, but just overall, what are your thoughts on the Mississauga music scene?
With live bands and venues nowadays, I don't know, back in the Starring Janet Leigh's days, I don't know, we just mostly loaded into shows and played them. I find lately there's been a lot of bands putting on to one shows that back in the day we used to consider them festivals. You know, if there was 8 bands on a show, it's quite common to see that nowadays. So a lot of promoters will give you a 10-minute changeover time, so everybody has to share instruments and share drums, share amps and cabinets and stuff like that. That's I don't know, like, what do you do when one of those pieces break down? Like, who's responsible for it, you know? So everybody just wants to come and play, but I think you're most comfortable playing on your own instrument because it is kind of a little bit different getting out there and playing on a stage in front of people. So I'd like to see it going back to what it was before, where bands are just a little more independent and can bring their gear. The closest show we've played to Mississauga, honestly, was always at the Rock Pile. It seems to be like a downtown club that's not downtown, so everybody can go there, and great lights, great stage, great sound. Sound guys there are great, and the clientele is great, and they, everybody there it's a really, really great place, and you don't have to pay for parking, and it's near the subway, near the bus, so that's a great place to play. But recently I'm very interested in seeing this Hammerhands band that I think I saw on the Mississauga Music
I'm glad you checked
website
that out.
You just launched. Yeah, that's really great. They sound like they'd be great live, and just was introduced to them through that, so I'm going to be following them, you know, going forward on Facebook, as everybody should, I think.
Awesome. So what about Mississauga venues? That's been something that we've heard about a lot, where a lot of bands, gigging bands, active bands are complaining about the lack of proper venues in Mississauga proper. And where would you guys play if VileDriver were to play in the city of Mississauga?
Yeah, exactly.
Are there any options?
Yeah, you know, not this band, but in our Starring Janet Leigh's days, in the beginning days, you know, we played in people's basements and house parties, recreation halls of churches, believe it or not, you know, with finger paints on the walls and stuff. You know, you could.
Did you have to change your name?
No, it was still Starring Janet Leigh.
Oh, right,
okay.
So it's
but
now,
frightening. But
now
yeah,
there's no chance.
We played with bands like Immure Immure, who's a very large band now, and they played with us in that rec hall. I have some pictures, and. You know, there's makeshift venues that you can play. They're usually floor shows, so you're face to face with the crowd instead of on a stage, so it's a little more intimate in that way. People will be falling all over your pedals and stuff, but you know, you can make do. I think with a little creativity, maybe. You know, you probably won't have security or proper fire exits at those shows, but but that's, I guess, the risk you take, just in the name of music and to follow your passion. You know.
Cool. Fair enough. Thank you for sharing those thoughts. You guys have a show coming up.
Oh, yes.
This Wednesday, actually.
Yes, this Wednesday.
Can you tell us a little bit about the show?
Sure will. It's an all-ages benefits show for the Red Cross of Fort McMurray, and it's at the Rock Pile, Wednesday, July 6th, so mark that down. It starts at 6:30. It's over by midnight, so it's early for people going to work, just as myself. It's put on by Cat's Metal Litter Box, which is Evan and Kat. You can follow them on Facebook, of course. It's a father-daughter team, actually, and your $10 donation goes to gets you into the show, and you can also get your tickets online at Ticket Scene. There's lots of raffle prizes and 50-50 draw and amazing stuff. There's going to be a photographer there shooting the whole show, and he's actually giving a $200 outdoor portrait as one of the raffle prizes too. So Devin Richardson.
I would like some headshots in the park.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to sign up for that.
I'm hoping
maybe
we get
you and I, Chris. Maybe we need some official headshots for Mississauga music.
Yeah, I know it'll look good. Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. No fog machine. Now, what time are you guys playing?
Yeah, we're on at, I believe, 7:45. We'll be kicking off the night, and yeah.
Great. And our band of the month, our new band of the month, is Polarity, another awesome band from Mississauga, and they'll be on shortly after VileDriver.
Right.
So cool. I definitely plan to be at the show, and it's also an all ages show, isn't that right?
That's the thing, yeah. It's all ages. It was very important for the promoter to be to make it all ages. His daughter's 15, and she often can't go to the shows with him. And
that's fantastic because you know what? I wouldn't be able to go to the show on a regular Wednesday, but I'll probably most likely be at the show because my son is 6. And I'll probably take him there.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably get frightened.
Good.
But, so, Dustin, just watch out for the smallest kid in the room, for the smallest human being at the rock pile. Just don't look at him. Do your thing, but just don't make eye contact. So here, we're going to play Gnaw Your Tongue from VileDriver, which is a song hopefully we'll hear on Wednesday.
Yes, yeah. That's
Great.
our first song, actually.
First song. Okay, so at 7:45 on Wednesday at the rock pile, for the Fort McMurray fundraiser, this is what you're going to open the night with.
Oh, yeah.
That was Gnaw Your Tongue from VileDriver, who you can see Wednesday at 7:45 for the Fort McMurray fundraiser. What's the official title for this thing?
Oh.
Am I calling it something else?
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
Great. At the rock pile. Yeah, but that's the people that's putting it together. That's the name of the... Oh, okay. What's the website again? Cat's Metal Litter Box.
Catsmetallitterbox.com. No spaces, no apostrophe.
Yeah, I checked that out. It's pretty cool for
Cats
bands.
with a K, actually.
Cats with the K. Thank you, Chris, for calling me out on that one. Just so you guys know, for future reference, if there's anything we ever mispronounce or give wrong information on air, or we pronounce your band name or your single name and there's a mistake or whatever, if you call us at 905-828-3447 and correct us, you can get a $50 gift card to anywhere in Mississauga.
Oh, wow.
So that's incentive
I'll
for
be
you
listening
guys
closely, yeah.
Exactly. So if I pronounce good morning wrong, you can say, hey,
Yeah.
What's going on? So, thank you guys for being here. Now, where can we find you online? For the millions of people that are listening at home, if they're like, whoa, we like those two songs, where are we going to go find VileDriver online?
Yeah, if you want to listen to more, you can find us, of course, on YouTube. Just type in VileDriver. We'll be the first one to come up.
And is that one word?
Yeah, one word, VileDriver. Otherwise, you can check our Facebook, of course. Just type in VileDriver as well. I'm pretty sure that'll come up, but it's VileDriver Metal, so facebook.com/VileDriver Metal.
Cool.
To follow us for any current and upcoming shows.
Awesome. And is there anything else that you guys have coming up over the next little while, gigs, or you said you were going to go to the studio starting today to record your EP?
Yes. Well, it's 7 songs, so I haven't timed it out whether it's going to be over 30 minutes or not, but we'll see. It's 7 songs. It'll be everything, our 6-pack of demos that are on YouTube as well as 1 extra.
Great.
So, yeah.
And any other shows you guys have coming up other than the one on Wednesday?
Yes, we play at least 1 to 2 every month. So the next one's Wednesday, August 31st. It'll be VileDriver, Blastomycosis, and my favorite band right now is Dumpster Mummy from Nova Scotia at Coalition Toronto. It's 19 plus and it's $10. Other bands are to be announced, and it's put on by Prime Directive Productions. The next one after that, most people are looking forward to is Ontario Death Fest number 4. That's Friday, October 7th to Monday, October 10th, featuring like the greatest metal province-wide. So some bands I'm looking forward to: Experiment, Specimen, Human Compost, Gravitational Distortion. I like APOC. I'm wearing their shirt right now. Again, Blastomycosis, our friends the Apex from Windsor. Many more to come.
And where will this be? Like all over?
That's also
in Toronto.
Yeah, that's one club. It's a Coalition. It's a 4-day festival.
Oh, they're all
the
festival
so
in
one
Coalition,
place.
yeah.
Just keep
Great
coming
venue.
back for it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
We'll have you guys back on in the months to come, and we're going to play our Band of the Month, Polarity, right now. This tune is called Death of a Song, and you can see Polarity next Wednesday, right after VileDriver at the Rock Pile.
She despise. She left her life in us.
Polarity with Death of a Song. Very cool. So, our website, MississaugaMusic.com, has been live for a week now, and we're very excited to say that we've had 1,500 people visit the website so far, which is fantastic. It's a little bit beyond my expectations. I was hoping to get 1,000, but we are very happy that people are checking it out, and people are discovering artists on there and going to Facebook to like their pages. As Chris from VileDriver just said, he discovered a new metal band from Mississauga while he was on the website. So it seems to be doing what we wanted to do. And we've got a bunch of event listings. A lot of these songs that you will hear online, on air today and in the shows on Mississauga Radio, most of them are available for free downloads off of the website. So check out the website when you get a chance. And also, we need to mention a contest winner. Since we launched the website last